Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. A lot of reciters suffer from this common vocal tone problem, which is nasality. Essentially, what happens is that a lot of air or extra air starts getting directed, instead of out of the mouth, it starts getting directed up into the nasal cavity and out from the nose, which produces, on one extreme, if the reciter has like their throat, like they close their throat and almost all the air is coming out of their nose, then you get a very nasally sound, which doesn't sound very good. And to a lesser extreme, I think most people might have a small degree of nasality, but as much as possible, you want to get rid of it. Technically speaking, from a tajweed perspective, the only letters that should have that sound of nasality or ghunna, that sound of the ghunna, are noon and mim, right? So the rest of the letters, if you're saying the sound shouldn't have nasality, right? So here's something you can try to actually diagnose yourself to see where you stand, how nasal you are. Start by counting from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at 5, pinch your nose. 6, 7. And if you have nasality, what you'll feel is that when you pinch your nose, there's tension in your nose. Like if you're speaking with nasality, you'll feel like some air, getting blocked in your nose. You'll feel like your fingers kind of vibrate. And that's a sign that you have nasality. So what you want to do when you do that is to try to get the air out of your mouth, direct it downwards. If you're doing it properly, when you say, for example, 6, you shouldn't feel much vibration in your fingers. When you say 7, you'll feel the vibration at the end because it has the noon at the end. And then once you get a feel for that, you can actually do the same pinch test as a way of correcting your recitation and getting rid of nasality. One of my early tajweed teachers, may Allah protect him and preserve him, he actually used to do this to me. I had a lot of nasality in my voice, and he would make me recite. So I'm reciting Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, and he would be like, hold your nose. And I have to read it, with my fingers on my nose. So I used to say maybe Alameen, and when you pinch your nose, the sound actually stops. So then he'd get me to direct the sound out of my mouth. So instead of ala meen, and the sound gets blocked, ala been. So you get a feel for directing it downwards and out of your mouth. So try that. Really what's happening is that at the back, I don't want to get too anatomical or too scientific, whatever, but essentially the back of your throat where you have, you have the hard palate and then the soft palate. The soft palate at the back, you're closing off that area to let the air flow out of your mouth, and it's starting to get directed upwards. So you need to train yourself to redirect it back outwards. So try that, the nose pinch test, both to diagnose yourself and also to try to train yourself to get the sound out of your mouth. Really, again, from a tajweed perspective, noon and mim are the letters of ghunna, of that extreme nasality. And for the rest of the part, you should try to eliminate that sound from your voice. Hope you like that. Take care. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.